How's it going, everybody? So check this out. This is a hugelkultur mound, and I put this together a few years back. And before actually mounding up above the soil surface, what I did is I trenched into the ground about 3 feet deep, and then in that hole I threw in a bunch of wood, so stumps, branches, also some different plant matter, stuff that I had pruned out from the garden. And then I began to backfill that with the soil that I had excavated from the area. I added some other good soil and compost to this mound. Over time, I've continually built it up by putting wood chips atop in the winter and allowing that to decompose. And then in the spring, I'll scrape those wood chips back and start to plant right into this. And this has worked out extremely well. This is a great way to utilize some of the organic materials that you might have on site. And one of the main benefits to doing hugelkultur is that you should have to water quite a bit less than a typical garden. And the reason for that is that all the different wood products, especially larger stumps that are decomposing in the center of the mound, they start to act as a sponge, and they take up all that water throughout the winter, all the rain that starts coming down on the mounds, and they soak it in and they hold that water. And then in the spring and in the summer, it starts to disperse it back into the mound and into the soil. So this especially works well with plants that have a deeper root system. And I do still do some watering here, but there's other benefits about these hugelkulturs that I wanted to talk about today and share with you a technique that I employed this year that I think is really cool. So I really look at these hugelkulturs as an all-natural, free way to create a raised bed. Now, one of the greatest benefits, as I see it, to having a raised bed like this is the ease of access. So whether you're planting out or you're harvesting, you don't have to bend over and swoop down like you do if you're planting directly into the ground. And that can be much better on the back. It's more ergonomically correct. So with that being said, something that I did this year that I wanted to share with you is I created these little wattle fencing panels and installed those in areas of my hugelkultur where the soil was starting to slough off. It was kind of peaking, and I wanted more of a tabletop surface so that I'd have more area to grow. And I found that this works really well. Now, you can't completely see the construction because I've got a lot of comfrey here, but let's go over to this side. You can see it a little bit better. And so it's really simple. I just drove some longer sticks into the ground about 2 feet deep, and then I just weaved those branches in and out of those sticks just to create a retaining wall. And then what I did is I went around the edging and I stuck in some of the clay soil that I excavated from my pond just to create even more of a barrier so that the looser soil wouldn't just slough out. And it worked very well. As you can see, I've got a nice flat wide surface here, about 4 feet wide now, so standard to a raised bed style. So I'm able to access all the way across from either side, and I think it works great. The best thing about this is that these branches are going to decompose over time and become part of the mound. It's like the skeleton of the mound. So this is a technique I think could be employed not just for hugelkultur, but if you just wanted to create a natural raised bed. Now, these came from a fruitless mulberry tree, and these are some of the best trees for building wattle fences. You can see I've got a bunch more sticks right over here, and I'm going to be doing a bit more of this type of work on my hugelkultur mounds. So here's what the fruitless mulberries look like. These trees get about 25 feet tall, and when you prune them back, they start to send out a lot of different shoots that become these nice little straight, flexible sticks. So here's a bunch of the branches that we already processed down to a size I was looking to work with. These are about 3 feet long. These are the skinnier branches. And over here, we've got some of the thicker branches, and we can use these for some of these type of construction projects, or we can cook with them, so quite useful. You can see I left a couple longer branches sticking up like this. I thought that I would grow some vining crops like nasturtium and have those grow up the sticks, give it a more artistic flair. But you know, having raised beds is wonderful. If you do your traditional style raised bed and you build a box and fill it with soil, they can get quite expensive. So I just want to throw this out here as an idea for folks, whether you're doing hugelkultur or you're just looking for a way to create some natural style raised beds. Do the wattle fencing technique. I think it works out wonderfully. It's quick, it's easy, it's going to decompose and become part of the bed itself. And so with that, I'm going to sign off. I hope you all are having a great day, and I'll be talking to you again real soon. Take care.